Not a Blair Witch house at all. No.
The fuck was that?
Fucking hell. Once in a while, there comes a new game that feels like a breath of fresh air, that dares to try something a bit different, and that shows so much promise it might just be the next big thing. The Devourer Hunted Souls is just that kind of game.
The Devourer Hunted Souls is a semi-open world co-op horror game where you will follow a story, and by collecting and following the clues you find around the map, you will slowly solve the mystery that is plaguing the area. As we understand, every new chapter that will be released in this game will continue this story, or tell new stories that needs to be solved by adding additional areas to discover and new enemies to face. The game itself is made by just 2 developers, which is absolutely insane when you see the quality of this game.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, no, open. It's opening?
No.
Yeah, it is. What is that?
Oh,
Get
fucking
in,
hell.
get in.
Run.
How is the Grim Reaper game?
Another interesting feature this game offers is the option to choose a paranormal investigator, and they each have their own strengths and weaknesses, as well as their own special ability. This could be the ability to heal others, or to see invisible creatures, just to name a few. This just adds yet another way of working together as a team. As an example, in our playthrough, we came to a house that had an invisible ghost inside of it roaming around. This could only be seen by using a thermal detector or by using Hideyoshi's special ability. His ability would make him a good choice for a specific task in this house, in regards of a puzzle you had to solve to progress the story.
The game itself just works in every single way. It is beautiful to look at, and the atmosphere and environment presents you with a realistic and eerie feeling as you walk through the darkness of the woods. The puzzles are well balanced and requires you to both use your brain and to work together as a team. The puzzles are even fun and feels like they are a natural part of the gameplay and not something you need to do on the side, or that doesn't feel like it has a place within the gameplay. The puzzles are there to drive the story forward, and it keeps you interested in the story at the same time.
Password. Hint, her name and the year she died. May 2024. The Devourer Hunted Souls delivers a scary experience. It is insanely terrifying. The game will deliver both bone-chilling scares that is just there to make you feel uneasy, and it is quite a few jump scares that you will never see coming. Though we have to mention, if jump scares isn't your cup of tea, then you might want to reconsider playing this game, because there is no safety, whether inside or out.
Oi!
What was that?
Fucking hell! We have to mention that there were a few visual bugs here and there, and we did miss some sort of visual cue that you have turned on voice chat, because of right now you have to press V to turn it on, but there's no way of telling if you actually turn it on or not. A few times some of us had accidentally hit V on the keyboard by a mistake and turned off voice chat without realizing it for a long time, so hopefully they can fix that in the future. And speaking of voice chat, the developers did release an update note about Chapter 2, where they did mention that the voice chat would get a rework so it's fully functional, which is good news. The next Chapter 2 update that is expected to release around the end of May 2024 brings in a new story chapter that is approximately 2 hours long, with new elements in the forest, new dangers, as well as fixes to the menus, save, load features, and bring in a new playable 3D lobby compared to the static lobby that the game have right now.
So for our first impressions, these are as follows. The game delivers a unique twist on the paranormal investigator genre, as it puts you in an open world with full freedom of walking wherever you want. As the game is heavily story-driven, it is recommended to pay attention to the story being presented by scattered pieces of notes laid around the map, as we did notice the backstory is the driving force of the gameplay. The developers have stated that they want to keep adding new chapters that will add additional content in terms of areas to explore, stories to be told, and new enemies to face. Even though the game is in early access, we didn't find many bugs, and the game seems to be pretty polished already. The game looks amazing. The movement and animations are smooth, and the audio and ambience is right on point. While playing the game, we did feel that this game will probably be very streamer friendly, and we wouldn't be surprised if this would be the next horror game to go big on streaming platforms. We're dead.
Overall, the game was incredibly fun to play, with good scares, interesting puzzles, a well-crafted open world, and a story that was interesting paying attention to. We hope all the best for this game and the developers, as they have crafted something new and unique with this game, which we hope everyone will turn their heads towards. If you want to keep yourself updated on new horror games coming out, then make sure to subscribe to keep yourself updated at all times. If you don't subscribe, then May will make sure you will be the main character in this game's newest story chapter named The Curse of the Gassy Ghost.
And you don't want that, so make sure to subscribe.
Bye!